Okay, hello and welcome everybody. This is a quick overview tutorial of my live presentation to you guys in case you missed a class or need a review. Okay, so from this exercise, which you should be accessing prior or during this video, Intro to Photoshop Tutorial Sets. As soon as you click on the link on this page, you're going to be taken to the Adobe website. Okay, so the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to choose sign in, and you'll click on the sign in button and sign in using the credentials that I will give you during class. Now, if you have trouble signing in, we'll have to do a little troubleshooting, but most of you guys should be able to access your Adobe accounts. So once you do sign in, you're going to see a little icon on the upper right, and if you click on it, it will show your name. So given that you've been successful to do that, the link will again take you to this page. So we're going to be doing a series of quick in-app Photoshop tutorials that will familiarize yourselves for what Photoshop is and how to use some basic techniques. So if you look on the left-hand side where it says orientation, you'll see several different tutorials. Now in here, at least at this time, we're only going to be doing the first three: get to know the app, get to know layers, get to know selections. So once you click on it, of course, it's going to take you right here where we were before, and there is a little intro video. Now, if you did not see this intro video in class with me, please do watch it. It's about 1.5 minutes. So when you're ready to begin your first tutorial, it makes sense and it seems obvious to just click on this blue button that says Begin Tutorial in Photoshop. However, I will tell you that it will not work for you because this functionality has not been enabled for your student account. So we have to do a little workaround. So the workaround is take a good look at this image here of the giraffes, and then you're going to go ahead and go into Photoshop and you're going to launch it. Once you launch it, you're going to get to this home screen that looks similar to this. Once you're there, simply click on the Learn option on the left-hand side menu. And look at this. You will see a tile that says Get to know the app, and here we have our familiar giraffes. So this is what we're going to do. And I'm going to go ahead and do it along with you to walk you through what's actually happening. So when you do click on that, you'll get this little Discover window that's going to float above your Adobe Photoshop interface. You don't need to do anything but click Start Tutorial. So you'll go ahead and click on that. And then you're going to move this floating window over to the left so you can see the image. And here we see an image, a graphic rather, that's been made with several different images. So the first thing I wanted to tell you is for every step of your tutorial, you're going to have a little blue bubble that's going to show up. And you're going to have to read what it says and execute and do the task that it asks you to do. So before we go any further, I just want to have you take a look at this interface and let you know that there are several panels that you're going to be getting familiar with. These little boxes are panels. Each panel can be moved in or out and customized to your liking. We'll get more into that later. For now, what I want to do is move this panel. I'm going to try to move it back to the bottom. There we go. And it's asking us to do something here. Each Photoshop image or any image itself is comprised of layers. I'm not going to get into what layers are in here because I can't, but it's asking you in this blue bubble to rearrange your layers. Here we have a flowers layer that's underneath the woman layer. The layer with the woman is this right here. The flowers, as you can see, are behind her. So if I hover over the thumbnail for flowers, click and drag up. Now I'm holding my mouse down. Notice how the hand shows up, this dragging icon, and that double blue bar that you see on top of the woman shows up if I go up high enough. Now that means that if I let go of my mouse button, my layers will be rearranged. And there it is. Now my flowers layer is above the woman layer, and look at my image here. The flowers are above. So I've already finished it, and I'm going to click on next. Now it says drag the flowers layer above the woman layer. Okay, we just did that. Click next again. And it's asking you actually to click on the eye icon to the left of the woman layer. What that means is this little guy right here. This is an icon that lets you view or hide certain layers. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And look at that. The woman disappears. She's still there. She's just hidden. See? There we go. All right. I'm going to click next. The next thing in the you're going to be introduced to is the toolbar. That's this long, skinny bar here on the left-hand side, and there's a whole bunch of tools and more here. We're not going to go over all of them today, just a couple key essential ones. So we're going to click next. First of all, it's asking you to zoom in a little bit. So if you click on the little icon for the magnifying glass, and you click down here as it asks you to enlarge the flowers, they'll start to get bigger. The eyedropper tool actually lets you suck up different colors. I use that word because it's just sort of like using like a vacuum to go ahead and save a color. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and it's asking you to, in this blue bubble, to mouse over and select a bright yellow. I'm going to go ahead and click here. And notice how in my colors panel, it has updated to this bright yellow. So we're enlarged right now, but I want to reduce my view so I can see the entire canvas. And you can easily do that by double clicking on the hand tool. Here we go. Again, everything that I'm doing here is explained in this panel here and the blue bubbles that show up. So whenever you access any tool, the options bar up here will change. And what's this all about? What is this bar? This bar will actually let you control each tool that you select here. So notice that I have the hand tool selected, and then there's a little hand here. But if I click on it, I can actually change a few parameters for the hand tool. Now, it just says right here there aren't any presets, but there are some other things I could change. But we're not going to do any of that now. You just need to be aware of it. All right, cool. I'm going to hit next. So just to prove to you that this options bar up here is very key, watch this options bar while I scroll to the paintbrush and click on it. Notice how the options bar changed. Well, that's because I have a different tool selected. I have the paintbrush selected. And of course, the paintbrush is giving me different parameters for that. I'm going to go ahead and click on the presets here, and I'm going to do what it says. So I'm going to change the size of my paintbrush to about 500 pixels. It doesn't have to be exact, just close. I'll hit next. Your blending option will be at normal. It's asking you to change it to something called dissolve. Please don't worry about what normal and dissolve and all these other options mean. You will find out later. Now we're going to use our brush, but notice how when I mouse over my canvas, I get a big giant circle here. That is the size of my brush. It's about 500 pixels large. So I'm going to go ahead and select my circle layer to activate it. And I'm going to do some painting. So right now, that bright yellow that I selected is here, and it's also down here. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what's called your foreground color. That means that your paintbrush is now loaded with that yellow. All right, so I'm going to, let's see here, what does it say to do here? Make a new layer. So I'm going to go ahead and click on make a new layer. Now notice how a blank layer showed up here. So this layer has no pixels in it, but we're going to paint on this brand new layer. So we're going to mouse over the big giant circle, click and drag. Ta-da! And I just painted a bunch of yellow inside of here. So what I'm going to do is I want to make the woman appear again. She's still here. I'm going to click on that eyeball icon to make her come back. And there you go. So what we did with this pre-existing canvas is we changed the order. We made the flowers in the foreground, and then we actually made this orange circle into kind of a sunburst. So pretty awesome, huh? That, let's see here. Oh, we're going to click on the sky layer and spot healing tool. So this is the next thing we're going to do here. So we're going to click on this, click on here, change this to about 100 pixels. And we're going to drag over the two birds here. This is called the spot healing brush. What that does is using artificial intelligence will erase parts of your image that you decide to erase in certain circumstances. More on that later. And that's it. So congratulations, guys. I will come around and help you with this, but this should get you started. Thanks a bunch.